So hello again, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat and we are going to do some readings today. And the topic for today's reading is, am I on the right path of finding love? Okay, that's quite a large topic, okay, for the weekend. Something that should help us to get on the right wavelength, a path of finding the love, if you're not already. And if you are, let's maybe have a look what cards you are playing with, what you have right now, the position where you are, and maybe you can get some inspiration. Even if you are on the right path, you might still get some inspiration from this reading. And if you're not on the right path, or maybe you're not really sure if you're not on the right path, today's reading might help you kind of put together ideas, that will definitely put you on the right path. So anyway, we have three different readings, three different choices here associated with different objects, and I will introduce you to those objects. So the first reading is associated with this beautiful angel with heart, and if the angel is resonating with you and you love it, then you can definitely choose the first reading. And then the second reading is associated with this beautiful natural shell cameo with beautiful Victorian lady. And if you resonate with this object, with this beautiful cameo, it's reading number 2 for you. And then the third option, third reading is associated with this beautiful green stone. I'm not sure how it's called now, but it's beautiful and it reflects light beautifully. It looks like a piece of rock. So if you love this, that's number 3 reading. And of course, for most of you, you would like to probably hear about your reading, so you can jump right in. Underneath the video, you have a link to your reading, first, second, or third. And now I'm just gonna explore the idea of finding the love a little bit more in this section. And I think that finding love in life is very important for us, and I will dedicate the weekends to it. So because I think that most people have time to kind of meditate over this topic during the weekend, as during the week we are mostly busy with other areas of life. So the weekend is mostly effective for thinking about love. And well, finding love in life plays a huge role, because when we have love, the whole life is changing. Everything changes, our perspectives in life, the quality of life, we might feel more confident. We need to find someone to align our thoughts with our emotions. We can share our secret with, and it's very important to have the other person in our life. For some of us, we might be quite close to that person, and some of the readings today actually suggested, maybe we are kind of putting a blind eye over, our eyes, or blindfold over our eyes, and we don't see that there is someone already. So it's really important to open our eyes and see what is available in our surrounding. Maybe for some of us, we might have too high expectations, which is not necessarily always bad, but sometimes, it can kind of restrict us from seeing who there is for us. Some other time, we might be too impulsive to jump into a conclusion, and we might be then disappointing. Oh, are we going to have to start again? Some of us are slightly insecure about expressing ourselves to others. It's difficult to kind of be close to someone, because we are carrying like a heavy burden from the past, from the past relationships. So that all might play in game. And like I always say, it's really important to understand that these readings are more generalized and more universal. So you will, to a certain degree, relate to them, less or more. And I know from my past experience, there will be people who will relate to these readings more than others, and those are the people particularly, for whom these readings were meant to be directed to. So if you're not one of those people, I always say, when you are listening to the reading and you just feel like it doesn't click with you, it's always better to maybe skip and listen to another reading. And if that is not true, then maybe it's not time for you. So it's always good to understand that. Anyhow, I think that the individual readings might be inspiration to all of us, regardless, because we have a similar life experience in life. So anyway, I really hope that this reading will be a great match to you, will help you in life, because finding love is so important, and I wish you so much luck. And anyway, I will say goodbye for now. Enjoy your reading, and I will see you in my next reading, and bye-bye for now. So, if you've chosen this beautiful angel with heart, this reading is for you. And today we are reading the cards for the topic, am I on the path of finding love? So it might be about you doing the right thing, thinking about the right thing, channeling the right kind of ideas and feelings through your heart and mind. And we are looking for inspiration from the cards, for a storyline, narrative, an idea that could contribute you to finding the right way, the right path of finding the love. So I am using the Osho Tarot now, and the first card I'm drawing is the Source. So this is actually kind of pointing towards the idea that you are on the right path of finding the love, but we want to see more cards because we want to kind of specify. We have a beautiful card called We Are the World, and what we see here is the repetitive pattern. We see the circle kind of symbolizing the sun, the source, the source of life, and maybe also perhaps the idea that you might find this person in relation to, a larger group of people. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's a work, that you will begin, because the sun is also associated with work. Trust, another beautiful card. So far you have all the positive cards on the table. There's a lot to work with, so you should definitely trust the project that you are working on right now, or you have been thinking about recently. We have many different projects that we maybe run in our life, but this is a project that kind of means quite a lot to you, and that it's larger project, maybe something also that has a spiritual value to you. Maybe there is associated risk, maybe there is associated kind of thing, that you might have to do and you're not really sure about it. Well, this card, Trust, says that you should definitely trust it, and you should definitely kind of take that route. Now I am going to look at symbol cards, and as I always say, they are the eye opener. And we've got this card definitely wanted to come out. I felt it. And we've got another beautiful card. We've got Buddha on the card, but the card is also associated with the Leo sign and with the sun. So the sun is definitely a repetitive symbol here. And now the sun can be also associated with ego, with mind, with the idea, with concentration on something. So we are definitely talking about something, a journey, maybe, journey to accomplishing this project, Now we have to kind of put it in the context of today's question. So am I on the right path of meeting of finding the love. And the cards so far, they say yes, and you have a strong belief. We've got another card from the symbol, and this knight, who points with a sword towards the sky. He is a kind of a manifestation of the belief, the ideal, something that goes beyond this world. And we have another card on the right side that portrays another card. Is kind of scary, but it symbolizes, we should see it as a symbolic image. So again, on the right side, it kind of points to that there is something that you might worry, about. So you're on this path of finding the love, but there is something that scares you. Maybe it's a commitment. Maybe there is, the card is associated with the astrological sign of Cancer and the moon, and they are associated with something that is connected with heart, feelings, emotions, strong emotions. Maybe there was something in the past that you have experienced. Maybe that's something that worries you. Maybe that's something that makes you feel like, well, there might be complications on the way. Maybe the other person will not reciprocate their feelings. Maybe it's not the right person. Think about a fate. Maybe we are supposed to meet this person. There is no other way. Think about it this way. If you've had not very good experience in the past in relation to a love match, love finding, then there's always time for the right one, for the right experience. And according to cards, that's something, you are looking for the soulmate. You are looking for someone really special. You have a belief that you will meet someone right. But let's just see. We've got the Judge card. Okay, so you might be slightly more critical towards, who you're going to meet. Is this the right person? Is this person, maybe to avoid this person to be same like the person you've had in your life. Maybe that's going to be... Well, the thing is that we usually meet similar kind of people. If you're worried that this person might be kind of reminding you of someone that you've was in love in the past, you were in love with in the past, it's going to always happen. There are similarities, between people that we meet in life, so you might be less critical of that. You have a message card right beneath the knight of belief, the ideals. So I think that you are very specific about the love. Now, you're on the right way. The cards so far, they say you're on the right way. Maybe you should be slightly less critical. Now, we've got another card, falseness, on the right side, and that kind of points to almost what I was saying. Maybe that's kind of because it's on the active side. Maybe that's what has happened in the past. Maybe you have met someone who wasn't really as honest with you as you would like them to be. Maybe they were not really according to your expectations, on your level, on the same kind of wavelength. And you are perhaps looking for someone who is a much better match to you. Now, we have this kind of middle row. We have the fire here. There's another fire actually at the back, which you can probably see, but I will point it. I think there is a fire. It looks like a fire, which is a sign of a God, presence of God. Okay, now we've got another two very spiritual cards in the middle line here. Now we have a Judge underneath that. So maybe your religious ideas also play a big role in this. Maybe someone you want to find the right person, who's got the similar religious point of views, philosophical point of views, same viewing of the world, similarly thinking person. Now, what these cards point to is that you should enter the space where you can meet this similarly thinking person. Okay, so it's very important that you enter a group of people. Okay, we are the world is definitely significant for a group of people, similarly thinking people, people who share the same idea. So am I on the right path of finding love? Okay, now question yourself whether in recent time you have entered an environment where you felt like you are very confident, you are at the right time, at the right space, meeting with the right people. If the answer is no, you should definitely get on the right path by entering the space. But now the cards points to that you're not very far from the space. Okay, so you, for some of you it might mean you are already there, you are already near the source, you are already near the kind of soulmate, the love you're supposed to meet. But what's really important, like I said, you have a messenger here, so you might already be hearing a message, receiving message, hearing about this person, sharing kind of feelings with you. Now it's really important to be open minded, and bear in mind that the person might not necessarily be absolutely perfect, but that will be a person that you will spend, another time of your life with. That's a very important person, and I can see it in your cards. But just maybe be less controlling of who that should be, and be more open towards it. But the cards, especially this middle line, kind of suggests that you have a very good vision of who you want to meet. And it is kind of shame that if you experience something negative in your past in relation to meeting love, then I'm very sorry for that. You're gonna have to kind of relax a bit. You've got the ego kind of association here, so let it kind of sink, and maybe some of it leave it in the past, and move forward, because you are definitely on the right path. You're definitely near your love. So I hope that the reading was an inspiration to you, and it brought you a little bit closer towards your goal of finding the love. And I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on when you're looking at this reading. And I might see you next time. Bye-bye. So if you've chosen this beautiful cameo, this reading is for you. And today we are doing readings for the topic, am I on the right path of finding love? For some of you it might be eternal love, someone that you spend many years in the future. So it is quite important reading. Sometimes we are not aware fully of what we are doing right, what we're doing wrong, on the path of finding the love. Maybe we are kind of not properly in line with the right kind of idea, energy, the feeling, emotion. So the cards can help us sometimes, to find the right inspiration, to explore the right kind of area in life, to of our everyday life sometimes, to find the key of finding the love, which is quite important for us all. So let's have a look what we draw today from a show. And we have harmony, so that's absolutely amazing card. That's a beautiful card in relation to our today's topic, of being on the right path of finding the love. And then we have transformation, so another quite spiritual card. And what we have, we always look for repetitive pattern, cohesion, and we have lots of blue color here. We also have an kind of totem animal, rising above the head. So we might be perhaps thinking about like connecting with our mind, the feelings with our mind. We have two figures, which is really interesting here, with closed eyes, so are we imagining, are we using our imagination in the right way? We have to start visualizing someone. Okay, burden. Okay, that might actually symbolize our past, something that we take with us, maybe and kind of negatively associated memory associated with love. We have another kind of blue color here, so I'm really interested in whether the blue color will kind of come up with the symbol cards. Symbol cards are very good for eye opening. So this means that they help us to be aware of maybe the things that we are doing that are not necessarily positively contributing towards finding love. So let's have a look. I'm very curious about what's coming and what we're gonna draw and put on the table. And all the cards are very inspirational, but they all have slightly different aura. Okay, so this is a card associated with misbehavior. Okay, we have someone who cares for us associated with astrological signs of Cancer. Okay, someone is running away. Okay, that might be actually. We have another card with the blue here. Okay, so the blue might be associated with clouds, moodiness, being sad, the tears, are we. Oh, another blue, but this is kind of positive card. We have a leap card. Okay, so we have transformation card, and then underneath that we have the huge leap. Okay, associated with Aquarius. Okay, Uranus. That is actually important here, because I think that you are willing to make a huge change. You are willing to establish yourself in a way that it will fit this idea. You are desiring for love so much, you are willing to do a lot for it. And that's probably good, because you have a fortune card. Okay, fortune card, and especially now you have Sagittarius, astrological sign, and Jupiter. Okay, so it's a moving energy. It's a very strong kind of masculine energy, that wants to reach the goal. Okay, so you it looks like you are determined in a way to find love. Now we still have to go back to our initial question. Am I on the right path of finding love? Okay, now I want to see a bottom row card, and it will definitely help us to see more into this. And we have Merriman. That's a really lovely card. Okay, so there are opportunities, okay, near you. The misbehavior card says might mean that you are actively overseeing, someone. Okay, you are on the right path, and I think that the cards are saying that you are very near someone. We have a widower. Okay, widower might actually signify that you were waiting too long, and now for some of you, too long might mean 2 weeks. For some other people, too long might mean 5 years. Okay, maybe there was a long period of nothingness, having no one in our life, no love, relationships, romantic relationships. We had maybe friendships, and kind of professional relationships, family relationships, but there was no love relationships, because the last love relationships perhaps ended, maybe for some of you on bad terms, but it actually kind of shows that you are not necessarily thinking about that person in the wrong way. Are you still thinking about your ex? Are you the person who thinks about coming back? That is also possible for some of you. Maybe some of you actually had a row, maybe bad row with your ex, someone who was already close to you. It looks like you do not have a problem to meet with people. Okay, you actually, the cards point to that you might be slightly more picky. You want to meet the right person. Now it's also very necessary to understand that you shouldn't be too impulsive, because that might kind of, the combination of cards that I have on the table kind of points to that you might be sometimes where too impulsive, maybe you are overreactive, maybe when you have someone in your life, you tend to kind of maybe jump into a conclusion, maybe they are your love, you have to give it a little bit more time. The harmony card kind of makes you to kind of find the right rhythm. Okay, now for now I see that there is a little bit more impulsivity. You have lots of masculine energy. We have Aries, we have Sagittarius, we have Leo, lots of fire here, because all of these astrological signs are within fiery element. So all the transformation, the harmony, and the burden card are kind of slowing you down. So that's what's really important here to understand. So you're gonna have to take time to think about it, to think about who is the right love, who is perfectly suited to you. For me, I can see that you have potential lovers surrounding you. Okay, avoid jumping to conclusion. You are definitely a person who can do quite a lot for love, but you're gonna have to go slightly underneath. Don't judge the person by its cover. Do not jump into conclusion. You are definitely meant to meet someone really special. You have a fortune card, so that means that even though it kind of, you tend to kind of leap in, and then there's this yo-yo effect, and jump back, and think, okay, it wasn't the right person again and again and again and again, but you're definitely meant to meet this person. This person will be actually it will be perfect. It will be a perfect person for you, but it's not going to be an easy person. Okay, they might challenge you, so you are looking for someone challenging. You are not looking for someone who is passive. You like to be challenged. You like someone with a humor. You like someone who also has a fire. Not too much, perhaps, because it might mean that you might end up like having arguments, but you definitely, now there is another aspect to this. You are definitely on the right path, because now I had a vision of you experiencing going abroad with someone. Okay, I had a vision of you traveling with someone and falling in love with this person. So that actually points to you are going to have some adventure with someone. Okay, so if you're planning to go on an adventure with friends, if you're planning to go abroad, or meeting some new group of people, or eventually like going out with someone, who you perhaps see as your friend, it might actually evolve into something larger. However, you are on the right path, but maybe avoid jumping into conclusion that the people surrounding you are your love, because when you meet the love, you will know, because it's going to develop into something. You will know, and you're not going to be confused. And like I said, the harmony card is here very important. It's supposed to kind of slow you down, take a breath, take time, meditate over who you are meeting, and you will definitely find the real love. So I hope this reading was an inspiration to you, and that it resonated with you. And I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on when you're looking at this reading. And I might see you in my next reading. Bye bye for now. So if you've chosen this beautiful green stone, this reading is for you. And today we are doing reading for the topic, am I on the path of finding the love? Okay. For some of you, it might mean love of your life. Love of your light, someone who will share your deepest secrets and everything, basically everything in your life, all the facets of life you will share together. Like I said, sometimes in our life, we are in search for the right person, for the love, and we might not be necessarily aware of everything that plays an important part. And I think that is when we can use the tarot cards. And I'm using the Osho Tarot first, and let's see what card is going to show here. Maturity. Okay, so this is a very, very good card in relation to finding love. That means that the card is about readiness, about flourishing, about being able to accept the sides to life that are not necessarily always easiest. Schizophrenia might mean that you have to balance between two things. For some of you, it might mean that they might be transitioning from one partnership to another. Maybe there is an important decision that you have to make, dilemma. And the Miser, okay, so maybe it also means that you had to deal with something, with hiding side to you. Maybe you were not necessarily as confident to share your secrets with other people. Maybe it also signifies that you were writing for the right time to explore the area of love. And there might be associated vulnerability, because we all have, the sensitive sides to us, and that we do not necessarily want to share with others. But let's have a look what symbol and cards have to say regarding this. Okay, we have a beautiful card, and that we have the Empress from Symbol. That doesn't come out very often. Associated with Taurus, beauty, also flowers, aesthetic kind of viewing of the world, and also Leo. Okay, so Leo is the significance for confidence, so we are talking about confidence bringing in the game of finding the love. And then we have the Seductor. Okay, we have Scorpio here, and Pluto here. They might be sometimes significant for unpredictability, but also maybe associated with sexuality, the realm of am I attractive enough? Shall I invest in being slightly more attractive? I mean, we have the Empress card, so maybe we are on the right path here. And we have another card associated with Taurus. Okay, so another kind of aesthetical view. Comparison. Okay, we have a friend card in Symbol. The card that is significant for all sorts of relationships, communication, but also comparing, So, who are we comparing with? Who is it that should inspire us, For some of you, actually, this means, am I on the right path of finding the right love, Is it the right gender, Do you think that, you might be attracted to the same gender, that might be also in the game here. And we have a baby card. Okay, that's absolutely amazing, because we have maturity card, but we also have on the other side the baby card, and the baby card is right below the Empress. Okay, so for some of you, this might actually mean that there is a baby already in game, so you might feel like it's not as easy to find love, to be on the right path, because you might have experienced, disappointments with, already being, having a family, maybe you've had a quite important relationship with someone, love relationship with someone that has ended. We have a judge in the left corner, so maybe that left some kind of wounds, behind, some insecurity. Like I said, we already have the miser here on the right side, which is associated with the masculine, the side, with the active side. And there is something within you, you are hiding. You are not necessarily confident to share with. Maybe it's also the fact that you have a baby. You have a beautiful desire card. I love this card because that actually points to, I know what I want. There is a lot of feminine energy, altogether in this spread. There is a lot of feminine energy, lots of powerful energy. Okay. So how I feel so far about this spread is that you are on the right path of finding love, but there are these little components, little elements to it. You are still putting together. Like I said, that insecurity. We have a astrological sign of Gemini. Okay, so like I said, there might be a comparison going on with someone. You might be actually comparing your current self with the self of the past. So maybe for some of you this means, I am comparing myself now to what I used to be. I used to be young and beautiful, and I am no longer that. So how can I find love? I am not that anymore. And well, the answer is that you always have to establish, you always have to update. So maybe you are not necessarily finding the same kind of lover as you were in the past, but you are now looking for someone new. Now you are mature. Look at this beautiful card. You are ready for more than you were in the past. You have learned something about life that you haven't been aware in the past, and now you are ready for more. You have brought more elements, more layers into your life. So of course, maybe you have a baby, maybe there is some kind of attachment to someone. You have responsibility, you have to care for someone, and maybe that kind of stops you on your way finding new love. But the cards actually show that you will, or you are already attracting love. You are very attractive. You have lots of feminine energy. If I'm talking to a man, in this spread actually points to that you are looking for a very strong feminine figure, and you want to build a family, together with the woman. So you are looking for, ideally, you're looking for a woman that you can start a family as soon as possible. The cards actually points to that the love, there will be lots of success in the area of building family. So whatever path you are on right now, it's the right path. And even the insecurity card here kind of points to that you will make the right decision. You are ready to make the right decision. You are seeing things that not many people are capable of seeing, because like I said, you have that seductor. I have a feeling that's more associated with the past, with the past experiences, and those past negative experiences will help you to get through something in your environment that you wouldn't be otherwise able to see or get past, because you'd be naive to not to see it, because a lot of people might not be necessarily able to see it. But you are like this beautiful card, desire card. You are looking out the window. You know what you're looking for. You are mature enough to take the life onto another stage. So the cards are definitely saying positive, yes. Am I on the right path of finding love? The cards are answering, yes, you are. You are aware of lots of things that are associated, that are needed in order to find the love. I'm just, the only thing here is the insecurity. So if you are comparing yourself to the youthful self that you were, or you are comparing yourself with someone else, with another female. Maybe if you are a man, you are choosing between two women and so on. You're gonna have to open your heart. You're gonna have to kind of let go of that insecurity a bit and see if the other person accepts you the way you are. That's really important here. But all in all, I just feel like you have the maturity, and the Empress card here and the baby, and that kind of is in that middle line, which is really important. So you're definitely on the right path. Anyway, I hope this reading was an inspiration to you, and it will help you on your journey of finding the love. And I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on when you're looking at this reading. And I might see you in my next reading. And bye-bye.